Okay, built JobHelper to make coming through your network, particularly your LinkedIn network's connections and your contacts. It's a lot when you've got 500 contacts in LinkedIn to scroll through the connections page, find out what company they work for, click on the company, go to their jobs page, and that's all just in LinkedIn, let alone dig through the company to find out what the company website is, then find the careers page. So the first pass of this is to simply get your connection, the company they work at listed, um, a link to their LinkedIn profile, and a link to a Google careers search so that generally speaking, the first link will be that company's career page where you can directly get to it. I prefer the careers page as the source of truth versus LinkedIn. You see so many reposted on there that I don't know that I trust that all the time. So this gets you straight to the hopefully the company's source of truth page of careers. There's a couple radio or check boxes so that you can say that you viewed the contact and or their company. There's a checkbox that says that they have good jobs that you might be interested in, and there's a checkbox whether or not you've reached out, I think, to the contact so that you know you're in communication. There's also a little text box where you can take a note or two, like applied or the contact, your connection, like referred you internally for the position. So that's the general functionality of the site. I'll be adding more to it as we go, but this is a good place to start. It really accelerates you going through your list of contacts and kind of keeping track of them. There's other ways you can do it, but this is just simple in one place. You download your LinkedIn data, you pull the connections CSV, and you load it in here, and it'll format it in a way where it's very easy to get through. So here's how you go through the general process. So you sign up. I have a previous email. Here's a password. Confirm your password. Sign up. Okay. There's a message has been sent. If you don't see it, please check your spam folder. It's a new domain. It may not be as trusted, so it may end up in your spam. Click this is not junk, and then hopefully you'll get any further emails. I'm not sending emails, but you need this confirmation email to get started. Um, okay, mine is here. Confirm. Confirm. Okay, your email has successfully been confirmed, so now we can log in. Okay, signed in. All right, start your monthly subscription. Now we can go and go through Stripe, not through me, it's through Stripe, trusted source. I have a credit card on file that I've already entered the information for, so I can then $5 a month. You can if you cancel your subscription with me, it cancels your Stripe account, your subscription with Stripe. Subscribe. Okay, there you go. Now you're in. Now you're at your connections page. At this point, you can delete your data. We want to upload your LinkedIn information. This new company connection it's not very functional right now, so it's not very useful. The main point of this is for you to be as efficient as possible with getting to your connections and contacts in LinkedIn and getting to their companies and trying to work referrals or get information to help you with your job search. So there is a documentation page about this, but when you download it from LinkedIn, this is what you end up with. You do get it in this format. So now you browse to your file, and for me, I made a demo connections thing with just not real information. I put my LinkedIn URL, import. Okay, it loads it in. Of course, my connection, Bob Builder 12345. The companies they work for, these are real companies. So then you can view this person's information, Bob Builder, which is just my profile right now. You can click on this. It opens another tab next to you so that you can see your contact. And in my case, I'm still looking for work, but you can see where they work. So you could click on their page and go see Yahoo. Um, so where would that be? I'll come down here and get to it here. So I can come through and click on Yahoo here. I can go to their jobs. So you can see the LinkedIn version of their jobs, right? And then you could search for software engineer. In my case, and here's all the software engineering jobs, da 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 da, right? So that's how you would see it in LinkedIn. Then you can go back. You can look at your contact, which is still here, or you click through to Yahoo. But you can go and see your contact, and you know, if you can, message them perhaps. Well, this is me, so I can't message myself, but there would be a way to message them or send them an in-mail. Um, Similarly, the Google career page for, I don't know which companies are going to be. Let's look at Airtable. Let's open Airtable. All right, so it Googles Airtable and careers. Here's Airtable. Here's their careers page. All right, then you can go see open roles, departments. For me, what do I want? I want engineering. So there's 10 open roles. Here's the open roles for engineering. Da-da. So then you can, go take a look. Oh yeah, this is a great job. You can click apply and apply, but really what you want to do is at this point, okay, here's a good job that I like. Let me go talk to at Airtable, Bob Builder 1. Let me go view Bob, right? So at this point we went, you could go through and you can go, okay, there are definitely good job matches. I have not contacted Bob yet, and I did view it, obviously. Sometimes you could have viewed it, but there was no good job matches. And then you could have viewed it and contacted your contact, and there's good job matches. And if so, perhaps you could also write in here, Bob, right? Bob referred me internally on, right, 3/26. Right? Every time you do these updates, you update. Each time you do that, you update. I, do like this, update that row, and then this one, update that row. That way it'll keep track of this. So if you log out, log back in, this will all be retained. You'll know who you've contacted, where you stand. Also, when you're 500 pages down, or people down, or 100 people down, keeping track of who you talked to last is hard. So really, as you go through, you should, I viewed this one. There was nothing there. All right, we'll go look at Buffer, see what they have, right? So here's Buffer, jobs at Buffer. It goes right to their, hopefully, career link. See our open roles. Get rid of all the little pop-ups. We're an open company. Well, so they don't have many open roles, but here's one, right? So you can go through this very quickly. Rule things in and out, rule companies in and out, then immediately make connections, make contact with your connections, send them a little message. Hey, I see there's, I'm looking for work. I see there's positions open at your job, at your company. Can you tell me a little bit about working at the company, or what your take is? It helps you get very connected and sift through all these very quickly. Referrals, right, and connections are a very strong way to help you with your applications into companies. So that is how you go about this. Of course, you can go look at the companies. This doesn't help so much, but really it's getting to the companies. This page connects the dots, right? So there's companies, there's connections. Here's a little bit more. If they supplied their email, you would be able to have a company, the position that they're in. It isn't all reported. Uh, so some rows won't have all of the information. If you want to go to your account and here change your password, but you can also cancel your account, and that will cancel your Stripe subscription as well. So then, no more $5 a month. Hopefully, you can cancel it sooner than later because you'll have a job lined up. But this really has helped me. I built this for myself, and um, I've been able to move through my contact list and start branching out and making some good connections and referrals and just assistance with, there's no positions at the company, but they do have positions that I would be interested in. So yeah, there's no good job matches yet, but I have viewed them and I have contacted people. But then over here, you might want to say, you know, no positions yet, but definitely keep looking. I spelled that wrong. That's the idea, right? Update, whatever. You get the idea, right? So check again. That's how this all works. And I'll be adding more in the future, more features to try and, I could add other, searches here into, the different job boards and pages. So, and anything else, I'll open up for suggestions as well. So that's how it works. Join up and reach out. Thank you.